Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Club Healed Human. This is Kimberly, your spiritual minister, healer, and energy transmutation specialist. Thank you for joining me today for our daily ACIM reading. First thing, let's call Dad in. Oh, and before we get started, let me just show you where we are. I'm standing at the bulkhead at the inlet down by Inkwell Beach and by Gardner's Basin. That's Brigantine that you see across the way. And it's really just a beautiful day. And since I would like to begin getting my messages out earlier in the day, I decided just to start the day here today. So welcome and thank you for joining me. So let's call Dad into the room or into our location. Father, Most High Creator of all things, please be with us now. Archangels and ancestors of the white light, please also be with us now. I have such energy pulsing through my hands right now. Okay, let's see what Dad wants us to talk about today. New beginnings. This is lovely. Okay, let's get right into it. It's A Course in Miracles. Sorry, Coast Guard boat, a little noisy. It's in the workbook part 2, and I opened to lessons 255 to 258. We'll do 4. There's 2 per page. Okay. The first one, lesson 255, is entitled, "This Day I Choose to Spend in Perfect Peace." It does not seem to me that I can choose to have but peace today. And yet, my God assures me that his Son is like himself. Let me this day have faith in him who says I am God's Son. And let the peace I choose be mine today, bear witness to the truth of what he says. God's Son can have no cares and must remain forever in the peace of heaven. In his name, I give today to finding what my Father wills for me, accepting it as mine, and giving it to all of my Father's sons along with me. And so, my Father, would I pass this day with you. Your Son has not forgotten you. The peace you gave him still is in your mind, and it is there I choose to spend today. It's a choice that we have every single day, my friends. And when we choose to stay in connection with God every day, Most High Creator every day, remembering who we are because he said so, well, we just are creating the futures that we really do want, because they're no longer simply of man's making alone, but in coordination with the Most High Creator, guaranteeing success and benefit for everyone concerned. Lesson 256, God is the only goal I have today. The way to God is through forgiveness here. There is no other way. If sin had not been cherished by the mind, what need would there have been to find the way to where you are? Who would still be uncertain? Who could be unsure of who he is? And who could yet remain asleep in heavy clouds of doubt about the holiness of him whom God created sinless? Here we can but dream, but we can dream we have forgiven him in whom all sin remains impossible, and it is this we choose to dream today. God is our goal. Forgiveness is a means by which our minds return to him at last. And so, our Father, would we come to you in your appointed way? We have no goal except to hear your voice and find the way your sacred word has pointed out to us. And that's, the light in the tunnel. All the booby traps are removed the moment we accept who we are because He said so. And the goal of forgiveness, one might read it in first forgiving our brothers, but forgiveness starts in ourselves. The very first step in the healing process is learning how to forgive ourselves, and by recognizing that all of our errors have been nothing more than learning experiences, and seeking to learn from those experiences what it was intended to teach us. In that way, we can release ourselves and forgive ourselves for what we thought was wrong about us because the world said so. But that's not how God sees it. And if you embrace how God sees everything, how God intended your education to be handled for your highest, best benefit, you would be able to forgive yourself. And by forgiving yourself, then you have the ability to then forgive others without even needing to forgive, because an understanding comes about you that doesn't need forgiveness, but more understanding, more leadership, more strength of me, so that you can see the alternative solution in me and be offered the choice of which way to go. And it starts with the forgiveness of self first. Lesson 257. I'm sorry, there's gnats out here. Lesson 257. Let me remember what my purpose is. If I forget my goal, I can be but confused, unsure of what I am, and thus conflicted in my actions. No one can serve contradicting goals and serve them well, nor can he function without deep distress and great depression. Let us therefore be determined to remember what we want today, that we may unify our thoughts and actions meaningfully and achieve only what God would have us do this day. Father, forgiveness is your chosen means for our salvation. Let us not forget today that we can have no will but yours, and thus our purpose must be yours as well, if we would reach the peace you will for us. Again, that just keeps pointing back to forgiving ourselves and allowing ourselves to feel and become all of the magnificence that we truly, truly are. Lesson 258. This is the last one. Let me remember that my goal is God. All that is needful is to train our minds to overlook all little seamless aims and to remember that our goal is God. His memory is hidden in our minds, obscured but by our pointless little goals, which offer nothing and do not exist. Shall we continue to allow God's grace to shine in unawareness while the toys and trinkets of the world are sought instead? God is our only goal, our only love. We have no aim but to remember Him. Our goal is but to follow in the way that leads to you. We have no goal but this. What could we want but to remember you? What could we seek but our identity? And that's everything I teach, and that really is everything. Who we truly, truly are at our origins is everything. It's what gives the foundation and purpose to absolutely everything. And when you become connected and when you start venturing towards spirituality just, you become it. It's part of you already, but we deny it. We stuff it in the box. We've never been given the tools all put together correctly so we understand it. And that's why I'm here every day with you, to remind you all of what you already are, so that you can remember exactly who you are and why you're here. It's all a bit of an education process, a changing of the mind, forgiving yourself, forgiving others, and growing into your full spiritual wisdom. And then having the capability to lay golden eggs, throwing golden boomerangs, creating every day with every thought, every word, and every action intentionally in such a way that benefits us, instead of just going through life on autopilot, throwing whatever level boomerang we happen to be existing in that day, expecting something better but never really understanding how to do it, always living in disappointment. It had a purpose. It showed us what doesn't work. And now I bring you the other side of the penny, where we learn how to grow out of what we were used to and become something bigger and better and faster and stronger and even more magnificent than we ever imagined in all of our dreams. I'll leave you with that. I love you. I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.